Look at your calendar. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Look at it right now. Because your life is your calendar. Your calendar tells the truth. It shows you what you really value, not what you say you value. It shows you what you actually do, not what you dream about. You say your family matters. Is your family on your calendar? You say your health matters. Is your health on your calendar? You say your future matters. Is your future on your calendar? Your calendar is a mirror. A brutal, honest mirror. It does not care about excuses. It does not care about intentions. It does not care about promises you make when you are feeling inspired. It only records actions. What you gave your time to, what you chose, what you actually did. Most people lie to themselves. They say, I'll change my life. I'll get healthier. I'll start building my future. I'll spend more time with the people I love. But when you open their calendar, it's empty. Empty of discipline. Empty of priorities. Empty of life. Their words sound strong. Their calendar proves weak. Your life is your calendar. You cannot escape that truth. This is the myth we must destroy, the myth that life changes with feelings, with inspiration, with motivation. No. Life changes with time. And time is scheduled. If it is not on your calendar, it is not in your life. Think about it. The people you admire, the ones who build, who create, who succeed, they live by calendars. They schedule the work. They schedule the sacrifice. They schedule the practice. They schedule the learning. And because it is scheduled, it happens. Not once. Not sometimes. Always. Motivation may get you excited for an hour. Discipline is putting it on the calendar. Discipline is showing up even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is building your life day by day, block by block, appointment by appointment. Most people say, I'll start when I have time. But look closer. Time is not found. Time is made. Time is built. Time is created on your calendar. If it is not written down, it will not happen. If it is not scheduled, it is only a dream. Look at your calendar. Does it reflect the life you want or the life you are settling for? Does it reflect your highest values or your lowest impulses? Does it show discipline or does it show excuses? Your life is your calendar. Not your wishes. Not your promises. Not your hopes. Your calendar. Think about this. One day your life will be summarized, not in your words, but in your schedule. The hours you worked. The hours you wasted. The hours you invested. The hours you lost. That is your story. That is your legacy. Most people don't like this truth. They say, I care about my health, but their calendar is full of television. They say, I care about my family, but their calendar is full of overtime. They say, I care about my future, but their calendar is full of scrolling. The calendar doesn't lie. It never lies. That person, the disciplined one, makes the calendar match their values. That person schedules the workout. That person schedules the study session. That person schedules time with family. That person schedules rest, growth, learning, building. And because they schedule it, it becomes real. Your life is your calendar. Look at it. This is not about being busy. Most people are busy. They fill their calendars with noise, with distractions, with endless tasks that do not matter. They are busy, but they are not alive. Discipline is not about filling space. Discipline is about filling space with what matters. Your calendar is not just a schedule. It is a map. A map of your choices, your commitments, your discipline. And maps lead somewhere. The question is, where is your calendar leading you? Every block of time is a brick in your future. Every appointment is a vote for who you become. Every hour you schedule is a declaration of what matters most to you. So look again. Does your calendar show discipline, or does it show delay? Does it show growth, or does it show excuses? Does it show who you want to be, or does it show who you are settling to be? Most people avoid this mirror. They don't want to look. Because deep down, they know the truth. They know their calendar does not match their words. They know their calendar exposes the gap between their dreams and their discipline. But you must look. You must face it. You must decide. Because your calendar is your life. Say it to yourself, my life is my calendar. If it is not on my calendar, it is not in my life. Say it again, my life is my calendar. If it is not scheduled, it does not exist. Let this truth burn away your excuses. Let it silence the lie that you will start someday. Someday is not a day on your calendar. Someday is a graveyard for dreams. Your life is your calendar. Look at it. Change it. Build it. Because if you do not control your calendar will control you. If you do not fill it with discipline, it will be filled with distraction. If you do not use it to build your future, it will be used to steal it. This is the introduction. This is the wake-up call. This is the mirror you cannot ignore. Your life is your calendar. Look at it. Most people live their lives reacting. They let the calendar be filled by others, by meetings, by demands, by emergencies that aren't theirs. They let the world write their story in ink on their schedule. They say, I didn't have time. But the truth is brutal, they didn't make time. Because your life is not controlled by chance. It is controlled by your calendar. That person, the disciplined one, understands this. They take control. They don't let other people fill their days. They don't let distractions steal their hours. They decide first. They schedule what matters. They put priorities in the calendar before the noise arrives. And because of this, their life grows in the direction they choose, not in the direction of chaos. Your life is your calendar. Every block of time tells the story of who you are. Mini story 1. A young man dreamed of learning guitar. For years, he told himself, I'll practice when I have free time. Free time never came. His guitar gathered dust. Another young man blocked 20 minutes on his calendar every evening. It didn't matter if he was tired, didn't matter if he was busy. When the calendar said practice, he practiced. A year later, one still dreamed. The other played. The difference? Not talent. The calendar. Mini story 2. A woman wanted to get healthier. She said, I'll work out when I feel motivated. But weeks passed, and life always got in the way. Another woman opened her calendar and scheduled the gym as if it were a meeting with her future self. Some days she loved it. Some days she hated it. But it was on the calendar, so she went. Months later, one was still wishing. The other was stronger, healthier, alive. Mini story 3. A father promised himself he would spend more time with his kids. But when you opened his calendar, it was filled with work, with errands, with endless urgent things that weren't truly important. His kids got leftovers. Another father scheduled time with his children like it was sacred. Every week, without fail, their names were written in his calendar. And when the years passed, one had regret. The other had memories. Mini story 4. A student wanted better grades. He studied only when deadlines loomed, when panic forced him. His calendar was chaos, last-minute cramming, sleepless nights, wasted days. Another student built a system. Study time was blocked. Review time was blocked. Even rest was scheduled. When exams came, he was ready, calm, in control. The difference wasn't intelligence. It was structure. Mini story 5. A young entrepreneur wanted to start a business. He filled his days with distractions, telling himself he was too busy to make progress. Another entrepreneur carved out 2 hours every morning, non-negotiable, dedicated only to building. Year by year, that block of time built a company. Not luck. Not magic. The calendar. Most people fill their calendars with other people's priorities. That person fills their calendar with their own. Most people schedule only what is urgent. That person schedules what is important. Most people hope to find time. That person creates time. Your calendar is proof. Proof of your discipline. Proof of your values. Proof of your direction. If your calendar is filled with distractions, your life will be built on distractions. If your calendar is filled with purpose, your life will be built on purpose. And this is the paradox. Once you control your calendar, you control your life. Because time is life. And your calendar is where time lives. Most people treat their calendar like an afterthought. They fill it when they have to. They use it for obligations, for deadlines, for things they don't even care about. But the disciplined person treats their calendar like a weapon, like a shield, like a tool to protect their dreams. They don't wait for life to happen, they design it. Discipline is not just about waking up early or grinding harder. Discipline is about deciding where your time goes. Discipline is about protecting your hours from theft. Discipline is about saying no to what does not matter so you can say yes to what does. Most people will tell you their dreams. But dreams without a calendar are lies. You say you want to start a business? Where is it on your calendar? You say you want to get fit? Where is the workout block? You say you want to write a book? Where are the writing hours? If it is not on your calendar, it is not real. Your calendar is your truth. Your calendar exposes your discipline or your lack of it. This is why discipline is stronger than motivation. Motivation waits for feelings. Discipline puts it on the schedule. Motivation says, I'll do it when I can. Discipline says, I'll do it at this time, no matter what. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline is written down. Discipline is locked in. Discipline is ink, not air. Most people waste their best hours. They give the first part of the day to distractions, to emails, to noise. The disciplined person gives their best hours to their best work. They schedule creation before consumption. They schedule progress before entertainment. They schedule the hard things first. And here's the secret, the calendar gives freedom. It doesn't trap you, it frees you. Because when you schedule what matters, you know you are building a life that matters. When you schedule growth, you grow. When you schedule family, you connect. When you schedule rest, you recover. Without a calendar, your life is stolen by randomness. With a calendar, your life is built by design. So ask yourself, what does your calendar say about you? Does it say disciplined or distracted? Does it say intentional or accidental? Does it say alive or asleep? Say it again, your life is your calendar. Look at it. Look at the blocks of time. Do they reflect your values? Do they reflect your vision? Do they reflect the person you claim to be? Because in the end, you are not what you say. You are not what you intend. You are what you schedule. Most people never learn this. They wait for motivation, for free time, for luck. But that person, the disciplined one, knows life is written in hours, in days, in appointments. And the pen is in your hand. Look at your calendar one more time. Do not look away. Do not hide. Do not excuse. Your calendar is your life. It is not just boxes and hours. It is your choices. It is your values. It is your destiny written in time. And time does not lie. Most people will not do this. Most people are afraid of the truth. They will say, I want to change. I want to grow. I want to be better. But when you open their calendar, nothing is there. Empty hours. Empty days. Empty promises. And an empty life. That person, the disciplined one, faces the truth. They look at their calendar and take responsibility. They don't blame time. They don't blame circumstances. They don't blame the world. They own it. They own every block, every appointment, every choice. And because they own it, they grow. Because they own it, they succeed. Because they own it, they live. Your life is your calendar. Say it again, my life is my calendar. If it is not on my calendar, it is not in my life. If I do not schedule it, it will not happen. If I do not write it down, I will not live it. Every excuse you make is written in blank spaces. Every delay you allow is a wasted hour. Every someday you whisper is an empty day on your schedule. And empty days become empty years. Empty years become regret. But every time you schedule discipline, you take your life back. Every time you put your values into time, you prove they are real. Every time you fill your calendar with what matters, you fill your life with meaning. Mini story 1. A man dreamed of running a marathon. He said he wanted it, he talked about it, he told everyone. But it never showed up on his calendar. Months passed, years passed, and he never ran. Another man blocked 90 minutes every morning. Rain, shine, pain, fatigue, it didn't matter. It was on the calendar, so he ran. Months later, he crossed the finish line. The difference was not talent. The difference was the calendar. Mini story 2. A woman promised she would start her business. She said she would one day. But her calendar was filled with television, errands, and noise. Another woman blocked 2 hours every morning for her dream. She treated it like a sacred meeting. And years later, her business existed because she gave it time. Dreams without time die. Dreams with time live. Mini story 3. A father promised to be there for his children. But when you opened his calendar, all you saw was work, meetings, deadlines. He gave his kids the scraps. Another father scheduled his family. Dinner at 6. Walks on Saturdays. Vacations written down before the year began. And when his kids grew, they remembered presents, not promises. Mini story 4, a student said he wanted to succeed. But his calendar was chaos, scrolling, distractions, wasted hours. Another student blocked study time, review time, rest time. And when exams came, he was ready. His grades told the truth his words could not. Mini story 5, a young professional said she wanted balance. But she never scheduled rest. She never scheduled time for herself. Burnout consumed her. Another professional protected her calendar like her life. She scheduled sleep. She scheduled exercise. She scheduled recovery. And because of that, she thrived. Your calendar reveals the truth. Most people's calendars are filled by others. That person's calendar is filled by choice. Most people's calendars are filled with distraction. That person's calendar is filled with discipline. Most people's calendars lead to regret. That person's calendar leads to freedom. This is why discipline is stronger than motivation. Motivation waits for feelings. Discipline puts it on the calendar. Motivation says, maybe tomorrow. Discipline says, today at 6 p.m. Motivation hopes. Discipline schedules. Motivation fades. Discipline endures. Your life is your calendar. Look at it. Do not look away. Because every blank box is a decision. Every block of time is a declaration. Every hour you schedule is who you become. Most people will not change. They will hear this and nod. They will whisper, "That's true." And then they will return to calendars filled with nothing. They will live empty years, and they will die with regret. Do not be most people. Be that person. The disciplined one. The one who writes their future in time. The one who schedules what matters and protects it like treasure. The one who understands that life is not built on feelings, but on hours. Say it louder, my life is my calendar. Look at it. Again, my life is my calendar. Look at it. Let it burn away the lies. Let it silence the excuses. Let it become your truth. Because this is not just about productivity. This is about identity. This is about freedom. This is about building a life that matters. One day, your calendar will tell the story of your life. Not your words. Not your dreams. Your calendar. What will it say? Will it say you waited? Or will it say you lived? Will it say you wasted? Or will it say you built? Will it say excuses? Or will it say discipline? The choice is yours. The pen is in your hand. The hours are in front of you. Fill them with purpose. Fill them with discipline. Fill them with life. Your life is your calendar. Look at it. Change it. Own it. Live it. Be that person. The disciplined one. The intentional one. The one who fills their calendar with meaning, and in doing so, fills their life with greatness. Your life is your calendar. Look at it. And never look back.